and welcome back to My Friend Pedro, the only game that has merchandise in your supermarket. What's up? Did you want me to play this video game? Oh, all right. I'll play this video game then. I mean, you don't have to tell me twice. No? Listen, it's far too late. We've come too far. My name is Vincent Scongilli, and this is My Friend Pedro. You know what? I won't turn off YouTube just yet. I'm gonna spin first. I played a video game once. It's called Toffee Chewer. It's about matching the right colored toffees before you chew. It's really funny. I'll send you an invite. Okay, thanks. So, yeah, I didn't finish this game yet. Oh, where I'm killing nerds in a sewer. I forgot about that. It's gamers, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. It's been weeks since I played this, so I'm gonna be rusty. Is it too loud? Hang on a minute. No, let me just... I'll lower it a little bit. A little bit. Okay, also, YouTube is now over. Anyway, welcome to the stream. Hope everyone is doing well, or at least can breathe. I think we take breathing for granted, don't we? It's real easy to sit back and, you know, think about, like, oh shit, man, life is tough. And it is, but then, you know, some people can't breathe. Those people are no longer with us on this earth. So it's, you know, as long as you're breathing, I guess that's alright. Ghosts don't need to breathe, remember that. Strangest intro I've done in weeks. Vinny, breathing is overrated, to be honest. Oh, okay. I thought you said breathing is overheated. Not like I even really knew what that would have meant. Nerds, please. Okay, so there's nerds. I gotta kill them. This game is running a little weird. I'm seeing some strange frame issues. Is anyone else seeing that? It's getting kind of, like, crusty. I'm wondering if this is just my computer at this point. Ah, that's not good. That's not good. I don't like that. Why? This is happening more and more often lately, too. Hang on. I wonder if this is the same issue that plagued Bloodstained. I might reset the game, see if that does anything, but for now, I'm gonna leave it up. Oh, I can just do that. Just remember, nerds can't hear. They can't hear gunshots. Oh, right, I remember now. They're LARPing in the sewer. Vinny, hook up your old 1080 RTX's crap. My old 1080 is now in Hootie's possession. Ready to be raffled off. So that ain't happening. There's this thing, though. There's this option called, like, I have to turn it off if I want to get the resolution options, which is why I wasn't getting 1600 by 900. It's called, like, DSLs. Vinny, it's a raffle, not a contest. Sure. I'm saying words wrong. Update the drivers and uninstall programs that might not start up at Windows launch. That's a good point. I don't think I've updated my drivers recently. Shirts won't be going through Ownage, right? No, they're through Fangamer, and they're online currently. Let me read something here. It's not DSLs, it's called DSR. Dynamic Super Resolution. And it's weird because it resets every time I start my computer. Like, I'll turn it off, I'll set apply, and then I'll turn the computer back on, and DSR is on again, and I have to turn it off to get better resolution. It just doesn't save. It's amazing how this video card has honestly been... It was such a nice gesture for NVIDIA to do this, but it's been a fucking hassle. Vinny, read the opposite of what I said. Read the opposite of what I said. What did you say? It's a raffle, not a contest. Oh. Get up there. Ah, never mind. I don't want to get up there anyway. That's still the opposite? Maybe you typed it wrong, dude. Vinny, it's not a raffle, it's a contest. Oh. Just enter the contest, forehead. I didn't, like, the word not was not registering. I don't think this is gonna be a yacht night. Like, I think it's probably gonna end up... I think it's gonna be a good night. It's a good thing I'm not playing Final Fantasy IX, though. Because I have to read. And I'm here to lead, not to read. This looks like the dude from Yeek. Listen, I've never played the game. I can't speak to the quality of the game. Everyone did like a bandwagon just to hate it. And the truth is, I know almost nothing about it. So I'm not gonna bandwagon and sit here and be like, oh, Yeek is terrible. Because I haven't played it. However, the name fills my throat with bile. So, Vinny, it's pronounced Y2K. Yeek. And it's like, jeez. It's a weird one. It's a weird one to read. Even if it's supposed to be that. And I believe you. I totally believe you, but... I can't help but see Yeek. Do we have any other examples of games that have, like, titles that you can't read in any other way, even if it is supposed to be something else? YS? Oh god, yeah. Yeast? It's supposed to be yeast, right? I can't help it. It's yeet. It's YS. It's, or Wise. Drive 3R. What else? VVVV. Hydrosity. Diddy's Conquest. That's a good one. I remember being very confused as a 10-year-old. Like, why is it spelled weird? It's Diddy's Kong's Quest? It's Diddy Kong's Quest. It's supposed... it's Diddy's Kong Quest? Diddy Kong's Quest? It's confusing. It wasn't until much later that I figured out that I was in fact the big stupid. and that it is... Gidyot. It's a pun. What else is there? Do we have any other game titles? Galaxy Brain? That's my favorite movie. Fighter Z? What, like Dragon Ball? Roman numerals in general? What about Kingdom Hearts 386 divided by 2 days? I don't know what the fuck that is. It's, how do you say it? How do you say it? For real, for real. It's 385 days over 2? It's over 2, not divided by? Oh, okay. This game has fresh game mechanics. Straight up until the end. I like that about this game. Vinny, what is 358 divided by 2? You want me to answer that very quickly? It is 179. Vinny, you cheated. I was close. I was close. I was gonna stick with 169, but then I saw the chat said 179, and I just cheated. Yeah, that's correct. I did cheat. But I got close, which isn't good enough on a test, but then again, you usually have more than 4 seconds before a chat tells you what the answers are on your SATs, or your, what do they take in England? The standardized testing to get into college or university. What are they called? The Quizly Wizlies, I think they're called. GCSE. Right, there it is. Quidditch. Oh, you gotta do Quidditch in England. I see, never mind. So what are the tests to get into the School of the Dark Arts? What do you call those? The CBTs. Wow, you guys really like that CBT thing lately, huh? I took the Quizly Wizlies when I was young. Come on. Damn. That was tough. Oh shit, there's a cool weapon over there. Boy, am I playing this game like shit. There's so much style that can go into playing this. They're packing some serious firepower. Well, so am I. Fuck yeah. Got a grenade launcher now. You know, there should be an award for good drummers. They should call them the Ringos. The Ringo Awards. It sounds good. Not even the best drummer in the band. True. True. You know what? I disagree with that. I actually think Ringo was a better drummer than McCartney. Pete Best. Yeah. Pete Best. The best of Pete Best. Pete's Best. My favorite album. He wasn't a better drummer than Yoko. Well, I was listening to... You know, it's funny. I was listening to an interview, a podcast interview. Marin interviewed Sean Lennon. And I love what he's doing with Les Claypool. They have a really good band at the moment. And Sean is a really interesting dude. And losing a dad at 5... Like, it's fucked up. He said something interesting. Like, he remembers a lot of his early life. And John was a really, really good dad to him. Like, he was a fucked up person, he had his flaws, but he was a very, very good father to Sean. And Sean actually said he remembers a lot of his memories of his father from when he was like 4 or 5. Well, later on in his life, he was a better father to Julian, but it was... you know, getting famous at like 20 or 19. That famous, the most famous person in the world. Amongst losing your parent. There's so many things that were wrong in John's life, but then Sean had to inherit it because some asshole murdered him, his father. Anyway, sorry, this got really heavy, but the truth is, Sean seems to have a really good perspective about life, and I really like the dude. I'd love to, like, hang out with him at some point, but he said that, for him, when he sees, like, documentaries of the Beatles or his dad and his mom or whatever, he just... it feels like it kind of cheapens his memories a bit. Like, because it's turned into, like, a commodity. Like a product. And it's like, well, that's, you know, that's really all I have. And, you know, it's sad. Vinny, Yoko's a bitch. She made Sean buy stuff from her that was addressed to his father... from his father to him. No, that's Julian. Julian was John's previous son, and Yoko, he had to buy his father's belongings. And, yeah. Big mess. Big mess. But I don't think she broke up the Beatles. We're talking Beatles again. I'm sure some of you have no interest in this topic whatsoever, and I understand and I empathize, but, you know, what are you gonna do? I'm live for like 30 hours a week. The Beatles is gonna come up. But no, Yoko did not break up the Beatles. The Beatles broke up the Beatles. She was only a part of it, not all of it. Fucking Fame broke up the Beatles. Someone said, I really wish Brian Epstein lived a bit longer. That would have been very good for that band. They might not have broken up so soon. There was some weird alternate reality album called Everyday Chemistry, I think it was they called it, and it was supposedly the Beatles' last album from another dimension. There was like a big ARG around it, and they just took solo album songs from all the Beatles and put them together into one album. And, you know, they played it off like it was real, but it was obviously a joke. Aw, man. Aw. Vinny, you sound more enthusiastic today, but also more confused. Enthusiastic but confused sounds like a good song title. Thank you for that. I guess I ain't getting that health. Yank. I'm always a little confused. You know, and being live in front of so many people, it's a lot to keep up with. It's real easy to read chat messages wrong. Especially when someone says not, and then you read it, and you don't see the word not. That happens. Or when they say yacht, but you don't read it as yacht. Fuck. Vinny, what about Conquest? Diddy's Conquest? It's supposed to be Diddy Kong's Quest. They spelled it wrong on the box. There's some music video that has, like, you know, either hundreds of thousands... Sorry, not hundreds of millions, or tens of millions of views. And it's spelled incorrectly on YouTube. I don't know which band it was, but it's spelled incorrectly, and good. And it's been up for years, and they still left it. And I don't remember the name of it. If anyone knows the name of the song, or knows what I'm talking about, that would be cool. I just found this out recently. It was going around on the internet. What's this? Scorpions? Scorpions rock you like a hurricane? Wasn't that one? Yeah, C rank. Yeah, don't remember how to play the game anymore. Eh. Oh, remind me during the Dragon Quest Builders stream to show you the Minecraft meat zone that someone made. Those are the ISP's Internet Service Protectors. Ophelia must have alerted ahead of our plan. We must be getting closer to the railway. Wow, do I really have to do this? Still haven't finished my Bully Hunters map. Speaking of... Nice. Shit. Field of Coopers 2. When someone said they remade Field of Coopers 1 in Mario Maker. And if you know, listen, please send that to me. Please send that to me, because I don't know where it is. I lost it. I want to see it on stream one day. Vinny, has anyone ever offered money to put your music in a game? Yes. Yes. Has anyone offered music to put money in a game? Yes. I have, I don't know if I can say it. There is a game that there will be a Red Vox song in. But it's like an indie game. It's nothing crazy. And I've turned down plenty of offers. But this one seemed kind of cool, and I was like, yeah, sure, if you want it. It's cool. They might have, whoa, oh, there we go. They might have even tweeted about it, so it's not, like, really a secret. But, yeah. That's cool. I appreciate that people care, and they want to, you know, put some grandpa rock in their video games. Ophelia must really want you dead, sending the ISPs all the way down here. Any shotgun? Yeah, I've got a little bit of shotgun ammo. Jesus. Senior Citizens Rock? That sounds like a good punk band. Has any band ever been called the Senior Citizens? It's probably happened. My favorite punk band name is the Circle Jerks. And incidentally, also one of my favorite punk bands. There's a punk band called Punk's Not Dad. It's all boomers. What, like a new one? Like... Can you... Now, listen. According to the chat, anyone over 20 is a boomer, so can you further, elaborate on their ages? Are we talking, like actual boomers? Or, like, people that are in their 40s, 50s, 60s? Why are boomers always mentioned? It's become a meme. People bring it up. It's used every night now. Have you ever heard the Psychedelic Porn Crumpets? I have. It's another very interesting band name. It's like up there with Butthole Surfers. Oh, that's how you do that one. A new Switch was announced in video game news. Well, I say new Switch, but it's just one with better battery life. So, I think the Switch Pro dream with better hardware has kind of... I think that's probably... that ship has sailed. So there's the Switch Lite, which I've talked about on stream already, but then today they announced some new Joy-Cons and apparently a Switch with like an extra 2 to 3 hours battery life. And that's it. No other specs. So it's not really a Switch Pro, it's just a new battery. It's more battery life. And, again, you know, I'm not really a huge fan of mid-console lifecycle upgrades, unless it's... I think the Switch genuinely needs the extra power, especially for games like The Witcher 3 and, you know, shit like that. But... in the case of this particular thing, like the new 3DS it didn't even take advantage of that technology at all. The new 3DS looked cool. It had some extra features. It was not worth the money. What was it? It was not the new 3... It was also the DSi, that kind of thing. It improved load times. I mean, that's cool. Little features like that are nice. Don't get me wrong, but it depends on how much money you're gonna spend. If I'm gonna buy a new Switch, I was hoping for like a Switch Pro with more RAM, better hardware, better battery life, and maybe a sleeker design, slightly bigger screen, you know, take advantage of the free real estate. But as it is, if this is all we're getting, and I think this is all we're probably gonna get for the next couple of years, then I'm not gonna bother. I mean, yes, the battery life on the Switch is not good, depending on the game you're playing. If you're playing an indie game, it could last like 5 hours. But Dragon Quest Builders, 3 hours. That's about it. I get like 3. And if that, like 2:45, 3. Now, luckily, most of the places I play the Switch are in spots where I can plug in. And, I usually don't play games for longer than 3 hours on my own anyway, just because I already play so many games. But, that's not a great amount of battery life. So, this new Switch thing is... It's like now you have a choice between the Switch Mini, which can't dock, and has a little bit of battery life improvement, not too much, or you can just get this better battery life Switch, which lasts, you know, an extra 30-40% longer. For $300 again. And it's not worth it. So I'm gonna stick with my Crust Switch that I currently have. And I'm hoping that eventually, whatever Nintendo does next time will have backwards compatibility with the Switch. The Switch Lite is more portable, correct, yes. It's smaller, it looks kinda cool. The Switch Lite is cheaper, it's not made for us. Again, I did a whole discussion about the Switch Lite, I said the same thing. It's not my thing. I'm not the target audience for it. Yep. It's for people that don't have a Switch that want Pokemon. And Nintendo is gonna sell so many of these. You know, people that don't care about docking. And there are a lot of people that play the Switch exclusively in handheld mode. Oh, I see. It could be better for kids also. Yeah, and less moving parts. Like, you don't have to worry about Joy-Cons. That said, you can't play Mario Party with this Switch Lite. So you gotta really figure out, am I getting this thing for Mario Party? If so, you're shit out of luck. It would be nice if they updated Mario Party. Wouldn't that be super cool if they added a couple boards to the game and also added some kind of, like, options for people on Switch Lite? That would be cool. Nintendo has this weird proclivity to support some of their games really, really well, and for years, and other games get nothing. Even, like, big games, like Breath of the Wild got some nice updates. Smash is getting, like, huge updates. Mario Kart 8 released, well, it got updates on the Wii U. Splatoon is Nintendo's, like, you know, crown jewel of online, you know, stuff that's updated. And I think they did a really good job with Splatoon. Mario Tennis is still getting updates. But yet Mario Odyssey gets a balloon mode. It gets Luigi on a tingle balloon. No extra worlds, no extra moons. And Mario Party desperately needs more levels and more boards and gets none. It's like, what the hell's going on? Vinny should do a bit of Splatfest at least. Well, it's the same game. It's still Splatoon 2. I know it's like it's nice and everything, but with the charity stream, I'm gonna be so like clusterfucked, and I'm not streaming over other people that I don't really think I want to play it. I'm sorry. I know it's everyone's like I know for a lot of people it's a big important game, and I get that it's a great game, but I just I'm not that into it. Even if it is the last one, I'll just play Splatoon 3's Splatfest. Oh, check this out. Luigi's Mansion got a release date. And it's on Halloween. Now, that's cool. I think Halloween, obviously, you know, Luigi's Mansion, Haunted House, spooky. That's good. But that means that people are going to be playing it after Halloween. Unless you can knock it out in one night. So, I mean, it's not a big deal, but it would have been cool if it was, like, if they could launch it, like, a week before Halloween, or, like, I know it's a weird release schedule to release it not on a Friday for Nintendo, but maybe, like, a day or two before Halloween would have been nice. That said, still, I'm glad it's coming out. It's a really, that game looks fucking awesome. It looks so much better than I thought it would have. And that first trailer looked decent, but the E3 footage made the game look amazing, so I'll probably end up doing like a 4-hour Luigi's Mansion 3 stream on Halloween. I mean, don't quote me on that, unless there's some other big Halloween thing. You know how I do Spooktober. I like to do the spookies. There's this good clown psychopath game that I've discovered. I don't think it's done yet, but it should be done by Halloween. That's definitely going to be streamed. You know, I'm like stockpiling spooky games. If you have like really, really good spooky games for Spooktober, for me, you know, hold on to them. And then send them on over around the beginning of October, late September. I would love to get recommendations for Halloween stuff. Dead Space 2? Maybe. Vinny, are you still doing Resident Evil 1? Yes, I am. It'll be the first time I ever complete RE1. It's gonna be the remake. Faith? Yes, I'm gonna play Faith. Again, I've played Remake, Resident Evil 1, that's another one, the Remake, with a title that I can't read as anything other than Remake. Vinny, will you ever stream Mother 3? No. The remake I had on GameCube, and I had Resident Evil 0 on GameCube, and honestly, couldn't do it. Beat Resident Evil 4 like 3 or 4 times, but I was not into RE1 and 2, or 1 and 0, enough to continue. I got probably over halfway in Resident Evil 1. So that game, you know, I spent more time with that one, but Resident Evil 0, I never even got off the fucking train. So that was, you know, those purchases weren't very smart. So I'm excited to finally play through RE1, and if I'm streaming it, it means I have more motivation to play through it. And it's Spook, so I'm looking forward to that. And I do love Resident Evil as a series, and I've played so many more of them since the remake came out, and I think I'll appreciate it way more this time. Which leads me to my next question. What do you think Capcom's gonna do next with the series? Resident Evil 2 Remake is one of my favorite things they've ever made. So, Resident Evil 8, perhaps? Resident Evil 3 Remake? Another side story? A spin-off? 3 Remake is confirmed. Is it? 3 Make? They're probably just gonna skip to 4. I don't see a need to remake Resident Evil 4. That game still holds up really well. Resident Evil Builders. A remake of 4 would make them a lot of money. Well, Leon seems to now be the, you know, maybe the most popular Resident Evil hero. Maybe, I'm not sure. It's debatable. I love Leon. He's my favorite. And RE4 Leon is my favorite version of Leon because he's snarky, he's funny, he's silly, he's wacky, and he's also kind of like superhero. Leon! Help! You described Chris? No, but what if you get... the problem is that the tone of Resident Evil has to be very carefully measured, because then you can get boulder punching or Resident Evil 6 very, very easily. And, you know, you can have the best intentions for the series and still end up having it descend into hell. Implying boulder punching is bad. Might not be for some people. Some people probably love boulder punching. So, but, you know, you have different types of... like, Resident Evil is inherently supernatural and dumb and silly and, you know... you can do a lot with it, but I think it's at its best when it realizes that it's camp, but also takes itself a little seriously. But it has to... ah, God, it's tough. It's tough to get a tone correct. I don't know. I thought they did a really good job with 7, and I would love to see them continue the series. Go to RE8 and try something with what they did, using the same engine as the, you know, the same type of gameplay as Resident Evil 2 Remake, because it was so good, it was so solid. But keep the ammo low, keep the shoot, you know, definitely keep the shoot, but keep it a little bit more minimal so you don't want to waste your ammo. You don't want to go through, you know, in Resident Evil 6, you could just shoot forever. You could just shoot forever. Damn nerds. Vinny, Half-Life soon, Y or N? I think, due to the charity stream kind of disrupting my schedule of games I'd like to stream, I would say yes. Absolutely. That was a non-answer. There's a complete non-answer. Oh shit. No, the answer though, the real answer is yes. I will stream Half-Life 2 Episode 2. After the charity stream. Are you gonna do Black Mesa when it's complete? Yes. Don't forget Oracle of Ages. I may not even play Oracle of Ages this year. Tales of Mana in the future. Okay, this is how this starts. It descends into Request Central, and then I end up answering questions for the next, you know, hour about what games I'm streaming. This happens a lot. So, I'll answer that last one and that's it. DMC2 will not be streamed. Thank you. So, alright, Trials of Mana, the remake is what I'll be streaming. I've answered this before. I've answered all of this before, but I don't expect everyone to have been at every one of my streams, so if I repeat myself, and as I've said in the past, even this is me repeating myself. I'm in the fucking Twilight Zone. But the truth is, if I repeat myself, it's simply because I could say something the day before, and there's probably several hundred people that weren't there for it, so I would like to stream Oracle of Ages, but I don't think it's gonna happen this year. Trials of Mana, I was not going to wait for the remake, but now it looks good. Like, what I mean by that is, I was just gonna stream the collection if it ever got localized, and it did. And, you know, the original version is great, but the remake looks good. So my plan, as I said, was to... is to wait for the remake. If it sucks, I will then purchase the original, the localized version, and stream that instead. So that means early next year, which is unfortunate because Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out early next year. I don't know if they're coming out around the same time, but maybe I can finish one then move on to the other. It does look a lot better than Secret of Mana Remake. Like, they're actually keeping... You know, they're taking feedback. It seems like Square wanted to do a better job with this one, and... It kind of looks like a new game, but also retains the vibe of the original. Vinny, you should put up a list somewhere so everyone will know what games you're planning to play. Yeah, but yeah. I mean, even that, what if I end up not feeling like playing it? I mean, it's not a bad idea. It has its, yeah, that has its merit. Enthusiastic but confused. I'm not a very organized person, chat. Maybe you've learned this about me by now, but I am pretty fucking far from organized. Oof. This isn't really related to making a list, but... I do sometimes like to surprise the chat. A couple times a year, I like to throw a game out of nowhere that I never even mentioned into my streaming cycle. Someone said, why is this so important? Just watch every day, no matter what. Exactly. Even if you're at work, even if you have prior commitments, even if you're at a baseball game, if someone you know desperately needs your help, just watch, forehead. If you find yourself in jail, you tell the prison guards, if you don't watch this, you're gonna break out of jail. Oh man, I'm so bored guarding this lever. I know, right? Been here for months now. Nobody would notice if we took a 5-minute break. You think of what I'm thinking? I think so. Let's go up back, I'll show you some more of those cool karate moves. Hey, presto, you found the entrance to the railway system. This will take us straight to the core of the internet. Oh yeah, well, as you do. Huh? Hey, Vinny. Please tell me you know about the release date for Subnut. It comes out October 31st, 19. By the way, if you read this, I will drink a whole gallon of milk. But I know you won't because you're more blind than a rat's ass. Okay, I got your messages isolated. I can read everything you write. Drink the gallon of milk. We are en route. Back to base with the parts you requested, ma'am. Excellent work, soldier. At ease, over and out. Yeah! That was a good clear. So Subnut is really coming out at that date? They already have most of the engine done. Wait, you're talking about the ice area. That's what you mean, the expansion. It's not a sequel, it's just it's the Below Zero. It's a sequel. Chronologically it is a sequel. So, but it's not as big as first Subnut. It's less big. Wow. I jump and then I jump again and then I jump some more. It might be as big. That's cool. Well, Luigi's Mansion comes out that day. So I probably won't stream it that day. But, I'm definitely gonna stream it when it's done. Vinny, Below Zero is out in early access. I know. I made a decision not to stream the early access version of it. Holy shit, Metal Gear. Oh, shit! Wrong way. Cool. Okay. Metal Gear's in this game. And now we arrive at the internet. Is this the internet? I'll be with you in just a second, chat. Okay, I'm back. Told you it was just a second. Welcome to the internet, Mr. Freeman. Our benefactors... I'm Ophelia, I'm in control here. I didn't expect you to make it this far, but I'm glad you did so I can put an end to you myself. If you make it over here alive, that is. She seems nice. So this is the internet, huh? I was expecting something a bit more high-tech. It's pretty much just a series of tubes to be... Really? We're invoking a 10-year-old meme? Never mind. Let's pay Ophelia a visit and settle this once and for all. Longer than 10. Series of tubes is like 15 years. I'll tell you what's 10 years old, my old mouse pad. I got a new one that is hard as well. My old one was hard. It's, and it's just like a square, and it fits perfectly. And it's great. It's excellent, and it stays put, too. I love it. Finally, after 10 years of cleaning my old one and getting used to my old one, which was like, it was a Dell XPS hard mouse pad. And I liked it because it fit in the spot really nicely, and I was like, oh, my mouse feels good on this. But I found one that was cheap and excellent. So now I'm playing with power. So if you notice I become a god gamer, you know why. Pretty sure some of those tubes don't even connect to anything. Do they explode into Cheeto dust? Yo, this game is pretty good. I haven't played a ton of it, clearly. You know, I'm gonna finish it tonight. But me having not played it for a while doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it. This was a fairly enjoyable experience. Again, I appreciate the attempt to keep things varied, especially the last stream I did of this, where I was in, like, I don't know what the fuck that was, but it was Meme Land, I guess. I really enjoyed that part of the game. Low gravity Meme Land. you don't. Oh. Oh, fuck! Yeah, that was totally my own fault. That was just impatience. Not even a new mouse pad could make me better at that. Shit. Vinny, when are we getting Vinesauce? We're not. If anyone wants to try to upload their own Vinesauce to their, Better Twitch TV, feel free. I can't do it. I've tried, like, 7 times. The emote keeps getting denied. And I keep fixing the problem, and others help me fix it. But it just does not... It says it needs a transparency layer every time. Even if it has one. Why would I do that? You're working on it, Lizarin? Well, Desert might be able to help too. Desert knows how to do things. But yeah, the chat is saying, did you add a transparency layer? And the answer is yes. Oh, dummy. Use Frankerface Z, that's what J-O-L-E uses. We have that too. But you can't do animated emotes on Frankerface Z. I think Twitch eventually is going to integrate animated emotes natively. For a price, of course, but I think that's like the final frontier of emotes is animated emotes, and it's gonna get real weird. Chat is going to come alive in ways that you would never expect or want. Viney, I thought you and J-O-L-E were the same mans. You've been here for 12 years. I've seen your chat name every night for 12 years. I haven't even streamed 12 years, and you've been here that long. How dare you try to tell me jokes? How dare you? Good, you're making progress, getting closer. Cheering bit system. Yeah, I don't... That's a little different. You gotta pay to get those animations. I turn them off anyway, really. I mean, I don't see them. So if someone cheers like an animated bit... I'm using, what am I using? Chatty. And I don't believe that has that functionality. I can see when someone uses a bit. And I always, say, please don't, because... I'm doing fine, I don't need them. Save your money. It's nice when people do that. That's really cool. But the truth is, I really don't want them. And that's why I turn off, like, the top chatter thing. I don't want to encourage people to do that. People are already generous enough with their subs. And at least with subs you get a little something. But an animated thing that lasts a second? Eh. However, a sub tier for like $6 a month, where you can get animated emotes, that could be cool. As long as you can set the price, as long as it's not like $25 to unlock animated emotes. You know, if it could be like an extra $1, that would be like probably worth it. Or an extra like 20 cents. Because I have to think like, what would I pay for? What would I be willing to pay for in a Twitch chat? And I wouldn't want to spend $25 a month to get a couple of crusty animated like ants emotes. But there is, hang on a minute though, there is a tier for emotes. Just a second here, I want to see what this is. I don't have this enabled, some people have it enabled. There is a tier for emotes that has, you can make it higher. I can unlock an extra emote for $9. And $24, well, $10 and $25, but it's just a regular old emote. Which I don't do. Some people do, that's fine, no judgment. But I feel like it's, if they did something special with those emotes, people would be more willing to check them out. But as it is, it's just, that's too much money. And I get that it's not just you're paying for a product, you're supporting someone you enjoy watching, but... again, an animated one would be nice, is what I'm trying to say. I think there's potential here. Yeah, if I was smart, I would have put Vine Piss in the $25 tier. Ah! Shit, this game's getting fucking difficult. Vinny, have you considered adding animated emotes from Better Twitch TV? Well, that's how this conversation started. Are you paying attention in class? Or are you on your cell phone? Well, the truth is, the only animated emote I ever really wanted was Vine Ants, and now I don't really care about ants anymore, so... It's all about the Area 51 emote now. Hey, you know, it would have been nice. I would have been down for it. It would have been a fun little emote, and it would have been free if you had better Twitch TV. You know, it would have been something that people could have enjoyed and posted. It would have probably been overused and gotten old, like everything else can be used on the internet. But the truth is, it was a cool emote. And for a little while, we were saying ants a lot. And it does actually end up showing up. Like, ants show up in video games. There's some emotes that are almost never used. And, as a result, like, you know, there's some really low-use emotes. Like GUI. But yeah, Better Twitch TV just does not want this emote to exist. And so I defer to their infinite wisdom. As I become melancholy and the infinite sadness. Vinny, do you remember when Doodle Dip was relevant and now he's abandoned? Actually, Doodle Dip, the emote is versatile enough that it looks like Doodle Dip is shrugging. So I think Doodle Dip actually works really well if you just don't understand something. It's just like, whatever. I've seen people find ways to use it. Vinny, what is the least used sub-emote? I don't have that data, but if I had to guess... probably the Korok at this point. Does anyone use the bean? There's like a lot of sentimental value attached to these emotes, even if they're not being used a lot. I'm an emote hoarder. Uh-oh. I've got a bullet here with your name on it. Actually, that's not true. I don't even know your name. But if I did, I'd totally engrave it onto a bullet. Oh. I've been shot 4,000 times. I'll probably live. Vinny, have you seen the new Twitter layout? No. Didn't, I don't think it went up for me. Though someone just showed me this. This apparently went up for pre-order today. $146. What the fuck? Oof. That's all I saw on Twitter. Just that. Such is the life of figure hobbyists. I have a lot of clutter. I have a lot of... I'm not gonna call them figurines, I'm gonna call them clutter. And I no longer have the desire to collect a lot of stuff because I don't have room for it. And because, again, you don't take it with you when you go on vacation. So I decided that, you know, when I'm at a convention, I see a cool figurine for something I really love. 9 times out of 10, I don't buy it. It's nice. It would, you know, some of it's really cool, but I just, yeah. Like, people want to send stuff to my P.O. box, and a lot of it's really, really neat stuff. And it's like, oh, that's really nice of you, but... And then I have to, like, kind of turn them down and be like, I don't think I can put that anywhere, so thanks anyway, maybe you keep it. I'm also a bit of a dumbass, and for a little while I collected Star Trek ships. So I have the, I'm hearing dial-up noises from Windows 95. Jesus, AOL. Uh-huh. So I have, I did this thing, this Eagle Moss made these, like, Star Trek ships that looked really cool, and I subscribed for a little while, and I ended up getting maybe, like, I think I have, like, 30 of them. They're small, but they take up room. And then I realized, like, we were getting into, like, Klingon Medical Ship B. You know, I got all the cool ones, and I got the ones I wanted. I got the Enterprise D, you know, I got the Enterprise, the classic one, you know, I got all the cool stuff, the Bird of Prey, the Romulan stuff, and then they kept one of them. It was a subscription service, so you'd get them, you know, monthly, but the Enterprise E, I believe it was, which is a cool-looking ship, was one that I wanted, but you had to stay subscribed for, like, you know, probably almost 2 years. Which means that you had to get Klingon Medical Ship B and Federation Attack Ship C and all these bizarre ships that were in, like, one episode before you could get to one of the coolest ships in the entire show, in the entire series. So I gave up. I think you can get them individually now, but by the time I stopped, I just stopped caring, so I didn't buy any more. Wi-Fi here is really spotty. Activate the closed circuit laser alarms. Why does everyone in the future have blue hair and bad haircuts? No, it's future haircuts. It's just a style that hasn't been seen yet, which is why you think it's bad. But it's in the future, it's really fashionable. Synced it. Oh no. Why is it so jolly in here? I don't know. I don't know why people are... Why are people Santa posting? Santa is in the game. Kind of. Banana's happy. You see that? Look at the banana. I think I'm almost done with this game. Like, really, really almost done. Vinny, what do you want for Christmas, young man? I want a Tesla that can play Doom Eternal. While I drive, or while it drives me, rather. And then the Tesla can park itself, which is apparently something that Teslas cannot do very well. Teslas can auto-drive apparently very, very well, except they have a lot of problems with parking lots and one other thing, but I don't remember what it was. Vinny, can you park well? You have to, if you live in New York. I mean, there's no fucking parking. So you have to figure out how to, like, do, like, some severe parallel parking. Oh, hang on a second. Wow, that's amazing. I'm sorry, I was enamored by a chat member. Enamored. Yeah, it was, what was it, parking lots and one other thing? I don't know. It was something stupid. No, he was looking for a goth girlfriend, and he said he was really high. That was his chat messages. I used to run a carefully curated playlist of cat videos, but one day got shut down got shut down due to being inappropriate content. I guess Ophelia must be more of a dog person. Huh. Got snipers here. Did that chat member ever drink the milk? No, sadly not. They just disappeared. I was paying attention, too. They disappeared. Maybe, yeah, maybe he was busy drinking milk. I don't know. Remember, milk cures curses, pillager curses. Oof. Oh, there's a frying pan over here, too. And that frying pan mechanic is so good. God. Huh. Oh, now I get a sniper rifle. Cool. Vinny, do you think this is better than Katana Zero? They're similar, but they're different enough that I'd say it's worth playing both. But if I had to choose one, it would probably be Katana Zero. This is a pretty fun game, though. You know, auto-driving ever becomes like a really widespread feature, and you could play like a video game in your car while it's driving you. I have two thoughts about that, just because this has been a topic that's come up a couple times in my life on outside of the stream. Like playing Switch while your car drives you someplace. I know the technology is getting better and better, and it's probably going to be real safe at some point. But I would feel like, one, the technology would, you know, I'd have to be on, you know, at least paying enough attention that I can make any decisions if something goes wrong. And two, I feel like if I started playing video games in a car while it was driving itself, I would start to get very complacent and just not give a fuck, and then just play video games the whole time I'm driving, or it's driving me. And I'm worried about that. But someone in chat said something interesting. Humans are really terrible at driving cars and not crashing. I'm wondering if, at some point when we get cars like in Minority Report that drive themselves along like a specific kind of area, or, you know, we have auto-driving AI that's so good that accidents just barely happen. Yeah, I wonder if that's gonna happen. Because, you know, people get tired. People get into car accidents because they're hungry. We're a defective species. People get into car accidents because they're emotionally distraught. Because they didn't get enough sleep. Like, there's so many parameters. There's rage. Oh, shit. That just, like, scratched my ear. Alcohol is obviously a huge problem. What about horny? Horny's a big problem, too. Horny, cell phone, you know, while you're busy, driving, you got your cell phone out, you're checking those Pokemans or whatever. Vinny, would you get— this is a good question— would you get into an autonomous vehicle if it was programmed to sacrifice you to save more civilians in the event of an accident? Wow. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Yes. Yeah, I think so. Because that's gotta be, like, really bad to have on your conscience. If you live and, so, like, 10 people die... On the other hand, you live, yeah. The other option is, you know, you could walk. Well, you can't walk from New York to California. Staten Island is not a good... Okay, so here's the thing. Staten Island is not connected very well with public transportation. We have one railway, we've got some buses, we've got a boat, we've got a ferry. It's not easy to get from place to place around here compared to the rest of New York City, which is why so many people drive around here. But also, you know, if you're in Texas and you gotta, like, get to some place, you gotta take a bus or a train. Driving is really convenient, and I understand that some people swear it off. Some people don't want to drive, and I respect that, and I understand why. It's scary. I mean, I like driving, I'm used to it, and I actually enjoy it to some extent, and I think I'm a pretty decent driver. Very safe driver. But if I could have a car drive me, and it was really, really safe, that would be great. That would be excellent. Vinny, you can drive 6 hours in Texas and still be in Texas. Yes, that's true. That is true. I've been to the great state of Texas, and let me tell you, it is great and big. And the food is very meat and very good. But it also is very, very dry heat, and it was like lightning when there was no rain. That was my memories of Texas. What else? Yeah, lots of wide open nothing for a very, very, very long time. So, anyway, back to that question. You know, I'm just... I've been, like, avoiding the question. I've been skirting around it. Oh, man. Yeah, I think I'd be alright with that. If the car... Yes. But, wait a minute. Here's the thing. Every automated car would have to have that protocol, then. It's not like you could choose your life over theirs. Like, what kind of car company would give you the option to sacrifice, like, dozens of civilians? Would you like to kill civilians? Unless you opt out. What would be the like, the ethics of such a thing? Like, would you think that would be... Like, I wonder if that would be, like, a horrendous thing for a company to say, hey, you can opt out of the safety program that would sacrifice you instead of 10 people. Oh my god. What a question. That might be one of the best chat questions I've ever seen. Just because I don't know how to answer it without, like, intense emotional turmoil. Vinny, I drank the milk you won. I lost the battle. Drinking a whole gallon of milk. Posted July 17th. That's just now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, dude. Listen, I normally wouldn't do this, but I'm gonna show your video on stream because he actually fucking did it. I am so proud of you. I am so proud of you. But also, what the hell is wrong with you?
Drinking milk. Unopened.
He actually did it.
Cold, man.
What was that? Say that again. Oh.
Cold, man.
Yeah, it's cold. It's milk. No wonder you haven't been typing in chat. You've been, like, probably vomiting up the milk. By the way, chat, do not do this. Do not do this. Seriously, do not do this. This is not a good idea. This is stupid. Okay. You know, sometimes you don't have to be true to your word. There are times in life, this is my lesson to you, chat. There are times in life, even though I'm proud of this chat member for being true to his word, there are times in life when you don't have to be. No one would have faulted you if you didn't drink the milk. I don't think that could be good for- that can't be good for you. His bones are unbreakable now? No! No, no! He needs to get his stomach pumped now. Well, this has been a weird stream. On one hand, again, I'm impressed that that happened, and I'm proud of you for doing it. On the other hand, I don't want to promote stupidity any more than I already do. So, you know, just disclaimer once again, don't fucking do that. Thanks. Vinny, there are milk chugging competitions. Wait, what? Vinny, there's a website for the Moral Dilemma car thing, by the way. Look up Moral Machines on the MIT site. There's a quiz. Huh. Also, the moral of the previous milk story is, that dude called me blind as a rat's ass. And therefore I had to challenge his claim. So you understand, there was speaking of moral dilemmas, I had a moral dilemma to defend my honor. You think Worf would have backed out of that? No, Worf would have gone for it. Vinny, what's your favorite fact about milk? Is that Super Mario was in a milk commercial. They used Super Mario to promote milk. Yeah, this final area is a lot longer than I anticipated. Shit. Didn't think quick enough. Is that you? She recognizes the hero. Oh! Could have done that better. I see what I did wrong. Vinny, do you have a guilty pleasure episode of TNG? Shit. No, not a guilty pleasure one necessarily. I guess the naked time, or which is not what you think it is. It's just a dumb comedy episode. Vinny, it's a season 1 comedy episode. Vinny, do you prefer the episode of TNG where the Doctor has sex with the ghost, or where Wesley becomes a space hippie? I prefer Wesley becoming a space hippie. I will never watch that episode of Star Trek again where Beverly Crusher has sex with a Scottish ghost. It's not in the cards for me, ever. Beverly, not now, Doctor! It's called Sub Rosa, if anyone wants to see it. Don't, but, you know, you could. Oh, I see. Milk drinker here, I can already feel my bones getting denser. Alright, as long as you're alive, just you don't have to prove anything further, you're good. just please be careful. You don't have to prove any internet things anymore. You're good. There's a bizarre episode of TNG where they eat a cake made of Counselor Troy or something. It's like Data having dreams. It's also a very strange episode. A cellular peptide cake. And then, like, Riker is sucking someone's, like, essence through a straw. I don't remember exactly what was going on in that episode, but it was weird. It was Crusher. It's really you, isn't it? After all this time. It's been so long, but why? Why this? Why now? Don't listen to her. She's not making any sense. She's just getting nervous. Parasites, and the cake was Troy. Okay, right. Here it is. So you finally made it. You finally made it home. Don't think that mask can fool me. I know it's you, brother. Brother? It's been so long! I wasn't sure it was you at first. I know back then, after the incident, everything just fell apart, and I understand the actions you've taken. But you also must understand why I can't let you go. Mitch was never a good father, but I'm grateful for the path he set me on. And Denny? He was never really loyal to anyone, but he will forever hold a special place in my heart. Your actions must have consequences. I'll be sure to give you a nice tombstone. Here we go. First try? Yeah. Okay. You win, brother. You win. So, I might not have been totally honest with you. I never wanted to lie, but I only did what you asked me to do before you put on that mask and decided to forget everything. You were always morally torn with what your family was up to. You went along with their schemes and ill-doings for a long time, but one day you couldn't take it anymore. You wanted to put an end to their ways and send a message to anyone who might attempt to follow in their footsteps, but you weren't strong enough to do that to your own family, so you came to me and asked for help. Together we came up with a story and a plan that would motivate you to do what you needed to be done. You put on that mask to avoid getting recognized, and we snuck into Mitch's basement. Then you knocked yourself out and blanked your memory. One thing led to another, and here we are. You were afraid of how you would act once you discovered the truth about your consequences. So now there is only one thing left for me to do to fulfill my promises to you. Forgive me. Ha. Banana brain. The game is going to end with... ring, 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 ring. Banana phone. Huh. I don't know what the fuck just happened. Remember, I'm only going to kill you because I promised you I would. And true friends keep their promises. This is fine. It would have to end somewhere like this, right? It would, yeah. Yeah, this is the only way it could end. Oh, he's getting smaller, which means more difficult. Sorry, Pedro, I don't need you anymore. Ah, fuck. Ah, brain drove. What is this nonsense? Ah! I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah, this is real meat banana. They sell these in Brooklyn, trust me. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. See you later. I was just told I could jump. That whole time I didn't jump at all. Pedro is clean. Are you proud of yourself now? Oh man, what's he gonna look like? Hi, it's me, Todd Howard. Fuck off! Well, I mean, at least it made me laugh. There was a lot of dopey, fun moments in this game. And the gameplay was good, and it made me really feel like Spider-Man. Yeah, I liked it. Overall, I thought it was pretty solid. It's not the best game I've ever played, obviously. It's a little crusty here and there, but generally... very, very enjoyable game. Not overly difficult. Well, not overly long. It's like kind of a short-ish game. But you get some good meat out of it from the banana. Cool. Alright, well, when this is over, I'm going to take a quick break, play some music, and we will BRB with I'll be back with Dragon Quest Builders 2. Vinny, I watched a streamer take hours on that final boss, and you just beat it in 4 minutes without jumping once. Wait, what? Wasn't that difficult. What difficulty were they on? You know what it is? It's the mouse pad. It's the new mouse pad. I'm telling you, this thing is like rectangular, and it's got a nice texture. It's got... You wouldn't believe how it was advertised, too. It had a really good marketing hook. Let me read it to you, because it was amazing. Okay, listen to this. Precision, quick gesture, enhance precision for gaming in office, large. Okay, and then if you scroll down and stuff and you read about it, it was like tested in thousands of simulations or something like that. Where is it? Hang on a minute. I can't find it now. More than... Guys, it says more than 100,000 friction experiments. What does that mean? What does that mean? It's waterproof. It's got bevel design. It's made of... Someone wants to know what it's made of. It's made of polypropylene surface, polystyrene core, and silica gel bottom. It's a unique 3 critical layer mousepad. It was only like $10 too, like $12. But yeah, yeah, more than 10,000 friction experiments. Oh dear Lord, what's the name of it? I don't know if I want to advertise this thing. I feel weird about that. Someone got it in chat though. Someone guessed what it was. Is it resistant to milk? I don't know about that. Alright. Hey, this was a pretty good game. I hope you enjoyed watching it. It was fun. It was alright. I liked it. And, you know, it was good. Banana games are, you know, few and far between. I gotta wait for Monkey Ball Banana Blitz for my next banana game. And that's not that great of a Monkey Ball game. It's just decent. So, yeah. Alright. Take a quick break. Be right back. I'm gonna play a song I've played on stream a lot. But Vinny is here lately, and so this is one of my favorite Pixie songs. It's a cover of an old song called Evil Hearted You, and I just love this song. I like the way the guitar sounds. Frank's vocals on this are great, and it's in Spanish. I love it. Check it out. I'll be right back. Yeah, it's an old Yardbird song.